Good afternoon, everybody. It's Tuesday evening. I'm leaving work a little bit late, which is fine because considering how often I leave work early, I think I can stand to stay late a little bit, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love my boys so much. So, they know that Miss Juliana loves to read, and she's reading her. Actually, she's reading one of her book club books. She was reading it a month late, but whatever. Anyways, so I was getting close to the last gift, and they love, even if they have no idea what it is in the context of the book, they love seeing when I open the gifts. Like, it's an event for all of us, which is really cute, and I love it. They get excited, like, with me and for me, and it's great. But they're like, oh, do you think you're going to finish the book today? I said, I don't know. It depends on how things go, where the gift is. If it's a good ending point and I feel satisfied and don't need to know any more information, then I'll stop. If I do, then I might try to read a little bit more. I finished the book and it tore me up. Okay, also I did a really weird, like, half Dutch braid going around the side of my head, so I'm gonna take it out though because it's not sitting the best. Yeah, I did it while I was reading, so I did it kind of mindlessly. Ugh. But yeah, but as they finished school, the older one just hopped online and started playing educational games. I was like, you know you're technically done with school, right? And he goes, yeah, but I want you to finish your book. I was like, thank you, babies. So the younger one just hopped on the, like, stayed on the iPad and just started watching PBS Kids. And so they were still being educational, and they're like, let us know when you finish the book. And so I kept giving them, like, 10-page updates. I'm like, okay, I have 20 pages left. Okay, 10 pages left. Okay, guys, I only have, like, 5 pages left. And they're like, wow, did you finish? You read, like, you're reading it that fast? And I was like, yeah, yes, I am. I've been reading for a while. And whatnot. And, yeah, like, they were excited for me when I finished the book. Although I'm not going to lie, I did have to call my friend and be like, I just got messed up big time by a book. Please, I like, talk to me. Oh my god, my hair's a mess. I started pacing the room at one point while reading the book. And then I just fell to the floor at one point while reading the book. It was a very big emotional roller coaster. From a writing standpoint, I love how the book ended. It was pure and utter genius. As a reader standpoint, I hate the ending. Because the author leaves it up to your own interpretation, and you basically, in essence, get to come up with the ending that you want. It gives you two options, and you get to pick which one the character gets. And I'm like, which again, is like brilliant, but however, I read books so that, like, I don't have to think about that stuff. The creativity and everything like that is done for me, and I just get to escape life for a little bit and not have such deep thoughts. Y'all, this book really messed me up. Also because it had a twist in it, which, like, hindsight's 2020, and all of the groundwork was there, and I genuinely should have seen it coming. Oh, that's a dead bird. You have to try to hit a bird most times. That makes me sad. I genuinely see twists coming, and I really should have seen this twist coming. I really should have, and I know I should have. And a part of me probably did, but I got so swept up in, like, the emotions and, I guess for lack of a better word, the thrill of it all, that I just completely ignored it until it was dropped in my lap and I was staring it straight in the face and couldn't ignore it anymore. And I was like, like, it was, I'm a mess. Anyways, after I finished, we started playing a Charlie Brown Christmas game, board game. And I was like, all right, you guys want to listen to music? What do you want to listen to? And my 6-year-old lovingly screamed, the Superman soundtrack! And I said, okay. Do you want it in order or on shuffle? And he goes, in order. So we have started listening to the Superman soundtrack in order, Man of Steel, because that was the only one that was on the Hans Zimmer playlist. So that's the only one I have. And it's great. So I'm sitting there drinking a can of brisk lemon iced tea. Literally rocking out in my seat, because I rock out to scores, to the Superman soundtrack while playing A Charlie Brown Christmas. Also, I deleted videos, so why do I only have like 10 minutes left on this video? That's annoying. Phone. I deleted enough that I should have more. I'm annoyed. Okay, so you will not be with me on my whole ride home. Tonight I have class, and tonight I have that modeling class through the acting showcase that I'm a part of, because it's also for modeling, both print and I guess runway. Would much rather do print than runway. I have experience doing runway. I went to modeling school, which I hate admitting. I really like, I bring it up when I want to shock somebody. And I only bring it up because of the joy of seeing them being shocked. And I try not to talk about it after that. I just like drop it in their lap. I'm like, oh yeah, I went to modeling school. And they're like, what? And I'm like, moving on. And then I leave it. I don't like talking about it. It's just a fun little nugget that I get to throw at people occasionally when I'm feeling feisty. Which, for those of you who know me, know I can actually be feisty often. Actually, no, I don't have the energy to be feisty that often. I don't. I'm sorry. Yeah, the book also almost made me cry, but I didn't want to cry in front of my kids again. Because, yes, I have cried in front of my kids. Okay, the Tales of Ba Sing Se and Avatar The Last Airbender. If you don't cry at Uncle Iroh's story when you know the whole thing and you also grew up with the show, closer on grew up with the show, then you are heartless. And my kids don't get it yet because they're not old enough. And I didn't cry the first time I watched it either. I cry now more as an adult when I watch it. And so when my kids were picking one morning of what show they wanted to watch, one of my kids picked the Tales of Ba Sing Se to rewatch. I was like, oh no, it's too early in the morning for me to cry. And they're like, well, you don't have to watch it. You can like turn away or something during that scene or walk away. And I was like, but you don't understand. I will know it's happening on the screen. I know this series way too well. And I will still cry. It's an anticipatory cry. So, yeah. I can't remember what other thing I cried at in front of them. I think it was like some movie or something or other. And they're like, why are you crying? And I was like, you'll understand when you're older. Just leave me to my tears. Why are you getting in the passing lane when you are going slower than everybody else? But yeah. I'm still quite sore. And then it was funny, one of my kids asked me, how do you spell sore? And I was like, you mean like what Miss Juliana is? Or he goes, no, you soar through the air. And I was like, oh. Fair enough. I forgot there was another kind of sore until he said that. But there just goes to show you. Although I did do some stretching while I was at work, so I feel a little bit better. Y'all, it's going to take me a couple days to recover from that book. And now I also finished another book, so now I got to figure out what I'm going to read. Because I'm in the middle of 2 series. And I still have 2 more book club books to catch up on. Life is tough. Life is very tough. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Okay. I left my coffee at work. Well, my other coffee, my second coffee at work. I figured, great, it'll be there tomorrow and I don't have to make it. I only took like a sip of it. I'll be fine. But I was actually doing really good and really energetic today until my book put me in emotional turmoil and I got to get in front of this car. I got on autopilot and forgot how close I was to my turn. Whee! Till I looked down and saw half a mile. I'm next to the semi and a slow car in front of me. Anyways, but I was like really energetic today up until the emotional turmoil of the book, and now I'm regretting it. I didn't think I was going to need it. Also, you're going to lose me in a couple of minutes. But I'm not really in a place to stop the video at the moment. So when you drop off, you drop off. Cliffhanger. Oh, look at that. It's like full circle. My book doesn't actually end. You get to figure out how it ends. You're gonna make it up as you go along. Well, you get to make up the ending of this video. Cheers. I'm not bitter, I swear. One of the times I can't handle myself. Oh, I also messaged. Oh no, I told you about that. Never mind. I told you about that this morning. Where the flip-flop did you come from? You thought I was the problem. I was not. I love it when that happens. It is justice. They speed past me thinking they're going to get very far and that I'm the one slowing them down. Like, no, I would be going just as fast as you are if I could. But I can't. So I don't. It's Wednesday. This information, every time I say it or think it, is like new information. It's Wednesday. We are halfway through this week. We are halfway through the first week back from Thanksgiving vacation. I worked 2 days last week. I don't like how time works. I really don't like how time works. It messes with my head and I don't understand it and I can't always keep track of it. The whole thing of how time passes and whatnot and how you experience time, it just doesn't fit in my head as well as I feel like it should. You're gonna lose me right as we talk about time. This is hilarious. I love how the universe is setting this whole situation up right now. And also I wanted to tell you about my grandma, because I got, like, today was actually a great day. Like, all of the karmic goodness in so many ways. 3, 2